What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, hope I pronounced his name right, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Aephanemer. Yes, indeed, how about that? Aephanemer making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Sabo Metal, and Sabo Metal wanted to see me react to this song by Aephanemer called Bloodline. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, hold it, yeah, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Aephanemer, shocking, and the video has 1.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Aephanemer Bloodline official music video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it.
Ah, yes, there's that word official coming off of their official YouTube page. Yep. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it, all right? All I'm going to say is we're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. I have mixed feelings. And I'm very divided on this. Instrumentally, I'm loving everything I'm hearing. The subdivision work is tight. The syncopation is tight. The rhythmic patterns that they're coming up with, I like that. The chordal selection, the chordal progression makes perfect sense. Everything's flowing really well. I'm really digging the instrumental. Having said that, not digging the vocals. Really not. I've never been a fan of pure grit and growl, and that's all I'm hearing right now is just pure grit and growl. Is she doing it well? Yeah, I'll give her credit. She's doing it well. But I'm not a fan of it. There's nothing vocally from a melodic standpoint to help support what's happening within the musicianship. There's no main melodic line. It's just, as far as notation goes, it's just chords, 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 chords. Something needs to take the lead when it comes to carrying the lead melodic line. And so far, nothing has. Nothing. The guitar hasn't, the bass hasn't, drums obviously can't do it. So that's where the vocals would come into play with notational singing to carry the main melodic line. There isn't one. As a result, the song ends up sounding a little hollow. So I'm torn. I love the musicianship. I do. I'm not liking the vocals. I'm not hating it, but I'm definitely not liking it. So I don't know. We still got a good amount of time. We almost have 4 minutes left, so we're doing okay. Let's see where this goes. Hopefully, maybe things will change up. Maybe we'll get some melodic singing. I really hope we do. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right in my hopes and dreams here. That chunking is so tight. Oh, that double kick. Woo! It sounds like we may have a solo coming up. The way that we transition, especially at the end, with the rhythm pattern, with those hard downbeats, bow, 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 and with the drum fill out of it, sounds like we could be coming up to a solo. Again, the musicianship, I'm digging it. I'm digging the instrumentals. That drummer's double kick is just impeccable. Loved it. Loved everything I've heard from the drummer so far. Bass sounds great. Guitars sound great. Super tight, super chunky, but tight nonetheless. I mean, yeah, you get the chunk, yes, but it's just precise and pristine. And I'm loving everything I'm hearing instrumentally. Vocally, I just, And I'm searching. I'm really looking in the vocals to find maybe some melodic undertones or something. No. She changed the shape a little bit of her grit and growl, making it a little more pinch sounding, but that's all she did. There's no pitch. There's no note. There's no notation. It just yeah. I hate to say it. So I really don't want to sound disrespectful here, but there's no way of getting around it. Her vocals are literally ruining the song for me. It is, man. I love everything I'm hearing instrumentally. I do, and the songwriting, I like it. I like the direction the song is taking us, but the vocals are just absolutely killing it for me. Anyway, let's see if I'm right about this solo, and then we'll finish it out and we'll get to the review. Okay. I mean, it is a solo. Okay, good ending. Good ending. God dang it. I am so torn. I want to like this. I want to love this. I really do. And like I said, for the instrumental, I do love it, man. I do love the instrumentals. The vocals just wreck it for me, though. The lack of melody just absolutely wrecks this for me. All right, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Aephanemer with Bloodline. This was a request from Sabo Metal. Okay. I was very torn on scores here. There were two scores, and there was a very clear separation, over a full point separation between the two. And I kept wrestling with it. I kept, there's this, but they did this, but then they were over here doing this, and then they didn't do this over here, but then they didn't do this over here, and then, so I wrestled with this for a while. How long did I think about this? It was over 15 minutes. Here's the thing. I've always prided myself on this channel by being objective and keeping my scoring as objective as I possibly can and keeping my own personal feelings out of it when it comes to the scoring. I've also always said on the channel that I don't have to love a song to give it a high score. By the same token, I don't have to hate a song to give it a low score either. I've given low scores to plenty of songs that I've enjoyed, and I've also given higher scores to songs that I didn't personally care for. So when I give this score, I really hope people understand that I am doing the score purely based on objectivity, not subjectivity. Okay, I'm taking my own personal feelings out of it. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that after I give the score. Let's get to that score, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I, believe it or not, I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first. An 8.2, what does that mean? Well, an 8.2 would translate to a great scale rating, so believe it or not, I think this is a great song. It would get 4 out of 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.2, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh boy, so glad you asked. I want to be very clear on my personal stance here. I was and still am very torn by this song. The pros for me, the musicianship. The musicianship was outstanding. Everybody clearly understands their instrument and how to use it and how to play it. The accuracy of the subdivision work, especially when it was syncopated, everybody was doing the same thing all together. That was super tight. It was super clean. I love the songwriting. The chordal progression made perfect sense. The modulation at the end made perfect sense. Putting the guitar solo, it was the guitar solo towards the end of the song. I kind of like that. I kind of do, saving it for like the last 2/3 of the song. Not putting it smack dab in the middle like most bands do. I can appreciate that different approach, and it made sense. It made perfect sense. I love how they set it up. Like when I paused it, I even said, it feels like we're coming to a guitar solo here. And we did. I wasn't expecting a guitar solo, but when I heard that boom, 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 I was like, okay, with the fill out, I was like, okay, if they're gonna do a guitar solo, this is where it's gonna be. And sure enough, it made perfect sense. Musically, I loved almost everything about this. Instrumentally, I loved everything about it. My biggest gripes, though, unfortunately, they're huge. And there's only 2 gripes I have. One, the song lacked a melodic line throughout pretty much the entire song. Every once in a while, one of the guitar players, or I think it was the lead guitar player, would come in with the melodic line in the chorus, I believe. But like in the verses, no melodic line. No melodic line whatsoever in any of the verses. That was a bit of a letdown, if I'm being honest, because all we're doing at that point is we're riding on the wave of the chordal progression. And look, the chordal progression was nice, don't get me wrong, but without a melodic line, there's only so far that the chordal progression can take us. You know what I mean? We're not going to soar into the clouds like we would if there was a melodic line carrying us and taking us on a journey. We're just basically being towed along for the ride, you know, with the chordal progression. So there was that factor, and then the biggest factor were the vocals. The one thing that could, on a consistent basis, carry us melodically on a main melodic line, unfortunately didn't have any melodics in it. Now, her grit and growl, I will say, she did it well. She did it very well. She has a strong grit and growl, and she's able to change the shape and the approach of her grit and growl on the fly, and I absolutely appreciated that. I heard it again with a little more of an upper squeeze, a little bit of a pinch in there. Not saying upper register because there was no notation. But I did feel, the shape change within her grit and growl, and that was nice. I will absolutely give credit where credit's due. Having said that, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that she did grit and growl the entire song with absolutely no sub-melodic lines or sub-harmonics in her grit and growl whatsoever. It was pure Grit and Growl. Was it done well? Yes, it was. And that's how we're getting to the 8.2. I don't necessarily like it. You know, if I'm being honest with you guys, if it comes to scoring this, I would put this down in the low 7s. Like 7.3, maybe 7.4, because that's how I just personally feel. But looking at the song objectively, taking into account that her Grit and Growl was clean, it was done well, it was supported, it was strong, it was powerful, and it did fit within the context of the song. So I have no reason to take any points off for it. Not from an objective standpoint. Like I said, subjective, personally, 7.3, 7.4. Those vocals just did absolutely nothing for me. And to boot, no melodic line throughout the entire song, really. So other than when the guitar would take over and, you know, the guitar would force it in there on the choruses. But I mean, through the verses, no melodics whatsoever. Just chunking and chunking and chunking, which was well done. Very well done. So they did a great job from an instrumental standpoint. Like I said, the drumming was nice, guitar playing was nice, the bass playing was nice. Instrumentally, everything sounded good. Just vocals, man. But nonetheless, even with taking my personal feelings out, they're still getting an 8.2. And like I've always said on the channel, I don't have to love a song to give it a good score or a great score. And in this case, it's getting a great score, despite my own personal feelings.
And that, my friends, is called integrity.
8.2, I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got 8.2, which is a great skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.